I was at the Rose Bowl yesterday. That's why I did not record, okay? I watched a bunch of college football this weekend. Whoa, there's a football. Michigan's got it. Right? I watched a bunch of college football. Got into this huge debate with Jason Lawhead before the Ohio State game going, dude, I still don't get how the fuck you guys are in the playoff and Penn State isn't. You know, you guys lost to Penn State head-to-head, and Penn State won your conference championship. That would be like if the Yankees won the American League East and the Red Sox won the wild card, and then the Red Sox got to compete in the playoffs to possibly win a World Series, and then the Yankees didn't. That makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And he starts going, well, I'll tell you right now, we had 3 of the most impressive road wins of any team, but blah, blah, just all of this shit. And I just kept going, you bleed scarlet and gray. If this was happening to your team, you would say it was bullshit. And he said, no, I wouldn't. I'd be asking why the Washington Huskies were in it. Like, he would have no problem with the team that his team beat and won the fucking game. I mean, give me a fucking break, right? And then what happens? What happens? Ohio State goes out and plays Clemson, and they go out and proceed to get their asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds! 31-0. Clemson just fucking completely dominated them. And in the end, Lawhead sends me this fucking text. He said, I concede, blah, 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 blah. And then I just sent him a picture of Joe Paterno shrugging and said, I didn't see nothing. Maybe that's what part of it is. Maybe that's why they still don't want Penn State to be in there, you know, because at the end of the fucking day, this guy kind of fucking, you know, there was a lot of shit going on in the shower there, and the guy, he fucking didn't say nothing. It was so weird about being at the game, because I was rooting for Penn State yesterday at the amazing, amazing fucking game by both teams. The quarterbacks, they both tied or set a zillion fucking records. It was the highest scoring Rose Bowl in history. At one point, both quarterbacks had 4 touchdown passes, which I think that tied a record, or I can't remember. And then the redheaded kid there threw his 5th. I think he was, I don't know, I was fucking sitting way up there. He threw his 5th touchdown. So final score was, what was it, 52-49. The over-under was 53.5. So Penn State scored 28 points in the third quarter. It was just a fucking amazing game. And 2 things bugged me when I was there, though. Of course, there's always something that bugs me. Okay, number 1. The fucking, at one point they were showing all like the coaches or whatever, the Rose Bowl, whatever, and Joe Paterno goes up there, and he gets a bigger ovation than anybody else. Bigger ovation than anybody else. How important are sports? How important is fucking winning a fucking game to these Penn State people? Evidently, that's more important than if you look the other way as some poor kid in a fucking shop. I mean, it's just fucking, it's unspeakable. All right, I'm stepping away from that fucking program. I've always liked them. You know, I was still kind of rooting for them. I was like, well, you know, these kids here in the field, they didn't fucking do it. These other people are, they're innocent of all of it. And then they show, you know, the Fuhrer up on the fucking, yeah, woo! I was just like, all right, fuck these people, right? But then USC and their fans, you know, USC fans are the classic, you know, all-day YOLO douches. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking hard to root for, despite the fact, you know, OJ, Marcus Allen, OJ pre-murders. Like, if they put OJ up on the screen, you know, I wouldn't have fucking, well, probably I would have, just to be a cunt. All right, I'm a Penn State fan again. I don't know what the fuck. I don't. What do you do in that situation? Anyways, so Penn State, USC, it looking like they're going to win the game. Okay, and then Penn State comes roaring back in the third quarter, which, by the way, took like an hour and like 10 minutes. It was the longest quarter of my life. The TV timeouts were fucking ridiculous in that game. I actually said to my buddy, I was just like, dude, you know what? This is the most boring, exciting game I've ever been to in my life. It was like if you were watching Goodfellas, and every fucking 3 seconds somebody just hit pause on it for 2 minutes that felt like 10 minutes. Fucking referees standing around. They fucking reviewed everything. Everything but the fucking coin toss they reviewed. That game was like 4 hours, well over 4 hours long. So anyways, Penn State comes roaring back. Fucking USC fans, few of them left, most of them stayed. And anyways, long story short, they end up they were down by like, I can't even remember, it was like 27-14. The next thing you know, it's 35-27. Then I think it was 35-35. It was 35-27 Penn State, then 35-35. Then 42, whatever, 35, then 49, 35. And that's right. Then USC came back and scored 2 touchdowns, right? And when they tied it, the fucking USC players, just the way they act, their program is the fucking worst. They're like the type of program I can't stand. Like, do you remember the first game of the year when they played Alabama? And when they were coming out of the tunnel, there's a bunch of them acting like they were these crazed dogs at the end of leashes, and they were lunging forward, but somebody's pulling them back. Oh, you guys, you wait to see what the fuck's going to happen here. And then they go out there and proceed to get their asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn rednecks. Alabama kicked the shit. It was like 52 to go fuck yourself, whatever the final score is. And then after all that fucking shit, then they just go, oh, hey, good game. They just scurry off the fucking field, right? And then yesterday, you see when they win, right? They win. Like, first of all, when they tied the game up, and I would say on some ticky-tack fucking pass interference calls, but like USC was getting fucking screwed earlier. They had a couple bullshit. It was just sort of, we fucked you guys twice, and then we'll fuck the other guys twice, okay? We'll balance it out here somehow. A couple pass interference things. So when they scored the touchdown to tie it up with like a fucking minute left or something, dude, all the scoring that Penn State did, I mean, they jumped up and down. That was it. Dude, fucking USC, the guy, they score in one end zone. This guy with no helmet on runs down the sideline to the entire other end zone, like, doing that 300 yell. Like he fucking scored. Even then I would have been like, dude, relax. It's a fucking tie game. All jumping up and down, all up on the benches with their fucking jerseys spinning them around over their fucking heads. And it's a tie fucking game. And then in the end, right? By the way, Penn State totally played fucking Marty Schottenheimer ball. Marty ball. I swear to God, like every time they had a first down towards the end, they just the first play was run it right up the middle, right into your center's fucking ass for no yards. Well, we're burning out we're taking time off the clock. They were doing that shit. I'm convinced that the prevent defense, by the way, is actually it's a scam that was come up with by the heads of the leagues, that is executed by the coaches to make sure as many games as humanly possible can come down to the wire so people will continue to watch. That fucking thing, once again, did not work. I can't even begin to tell you. You're just going to give them the first fucking 80 yards, then you're going to play defense and hope that you hold them to a field goal. That's a philosophy, and we'll take away the sidelines, give them the middle of the field. Everybody knows how it fucking works, and all it does is ensure that on the final fucking 3-4 plays, the other team now has a chance to win. You've been playing defense, you've been shutting them down, you've been throwing the fucking ball, you've been kicking their ass, and then all of a sudden, hand up off the middle every fucking time. I don't know, drove me up the fucking wall. So then when USC finally wins it, right? After letting up 49 fucking points, and then they score 52. The second they win it, the entire team runs down the field, not towards the field goal kicker to celebrate, who, by the way, was doing that stupid DAP thing, the entire fucking thing, trying to get like a sneaker deal. Like, what kind of kicker gets a sneaker deal? They get like half a deal. They just get it for their kicking foot, and then the other thing, they give them like a fucking sandal. So they don't even go out and celebrate with the kid who kicked the field goal. They just run right down at Penn State's band and the whole fan section and just screamed all in their faces. And what's fucking hilarious is that game obviously could have gone either way. And if they didn't win, they would have been like, oh, hey, good game. Oh, good game, good game. Penn State wouldn't have done that. It was just a completely classless fucking move. But that's how they are. It's one of those schools where it's like, well, the coach just doesn't take any responsibility. He's just like, well,
the kids of this it's a very emotional team, and they like to express themselves. And
yeah, when they win. When they don't, they fucking scamper off the field. It's like that Richard Sherman guy. Whenever the Seattle wins, you mad? You mad, bro? You mad? Right? And then all of a sudden he loses. And he tries to be Mr. He tries to be the mayor. Hey, good game, Tom Brady. Good game. And everybody's like, that showed class. No, it didn't. Anybody can be classy when you fucking lose. You can't talk shit. You lost. The class act is when you win and you're not a cunt about it. But anyways, having said that, it was a fucking amazing game. Great comeback by USC. And as much as it came down to the wire and there was all those points scored, I have to be honest with you. If I could have fast forwarded through the last 45 minutes of the fucking, that's how long the fucking game was and how long these fucking TV timeouts were. I can't imagine how much fucking money they made. The game started at 1:15. It wasn't over until like, I want to say like 5:45, 5:40. It was just way too far. It was over 4 hours long. It was like a fucking baseball game. It's like, this is what happened to the national pastime. Bill, you know what was almost as long as you bitching about the fucking game? Anyways, so we went to the tailgate, and I brought that flat top grill that I got, the campfire one. This is not a paid advertisement. Dude, fucking thing was unbelievable. It was unfucking believable. Lawhead didn't want to go to the game. He was having so much fun. He cooked so much shit. We had so much fucking food. We had too much food. And that's why I felt like I got hit by a truck, because I ate so fucking much. And we made these hash browns. He made this crazy egg sandwich. Then we had chicken wings. Then we had fucking steak and cheese. And we still had burgers and dogs that we were going to try to do at the end of the game, but I was just too fucking full. But Lawhead was fucking hilarious, man. He was so excited to cook, right? I'm back in the truck and he's outside of it. And this guy comes walking by. And you know when they sell those ticket holders? I always get one, right? And he goes, hey, your ticket. I go, yeah, let me get 4. So these guys sort of walking up to the truck, and I'm not doing a good job backing it in because the grill's blocking my view. I'm trying to look around. I don't want to fuck this thing up. And so I had to make a couple attempts. And rather than blaming it on me, Jay starts yelling at the ticket guy because, hey, buddy, can you get out of the way? Let the kid fucking park it. And I just hear the guy going, hey, bro, you got to relax. And Jay just starts fucking jawing at him like he's fucking arguing a call. And I just yelled out, I said, Jay, will you shut the fuck up? I go, dude, I'm sorry. Sorry about that guy. You know, he's a little wound up, right? So we fucking buy the ticket holder things. The guy leaves. And then Jay's setting up his little canopy thing. And he's just locked in. You know, Jay's a fucking athlete. So he just fucking he's got that focus, right? And as he's setting the thing up, like these 4 people, we've barely even established our space, are just passing through. And then Jay immediately is like, hey, I want you to just walk through the whole area. Just walk through the whole area. Like freaking the fuck out. I said to him later, I said, Jesus Christ, Jay. I go, you fucking dropped the gloves before the game even started. What the fuck was with you? And he's like, no, the guy's walking right into your tires. Walking into your tire. People coming through the whole fucking camp. And I just started laughing. I was like, Jay, you're excited to cook. You're excited to cook. You got a little excited. And then he finally just relaxed and goes, all right, I got excited. I don't know. We had a great fucking time. And, I don't know. I still nodded off a little bit in the first quarter. You know, I can't get to sleep after all these years of doing stand-up till like fucking 12 midnight and getting up, 4 hours later. I really felt my age this year, man. Speaking of which, there was someone at the tailgate, I'm not going to say who was fucking slumped over the truck because they had to go to the bathroom and couldn't. So we're like, dude, we got to take you to the hospital. Nah, I'm fine. Fucking ends up coming back like 20 minutes later. Dude, I feel great. Because I think he passed a fucking kidney stone or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so we almost had a fatality. Lawhead almost got a game misconduct. Oh, that was the bullshit one on USC. That fucking targeting. I don't know. guy jumps in the air, he's aiming for his chest, and somebody else hits him, and then all of a sudden the guy gets knocked down where is his chest, his head is now where his chest was, and the guy was already in the air, right? Does anybody give a fuck?